All right, let's get started. So, this is episode 5 of my podcast talking about travel and tourism in Miami Beach. And the thing about me is, I've been promoting Miami Beach through a website called MiamiBeachVisitorCenter.com for nearly 20 years. And I just like talking about Miami Beach, what there is to do, answer questions, and make myself available for anybody who's thinking about coming to Miami Beach. So this is my podcast where I talk about upcoming things or things that I think is worthy to do. So we're just going to hop right in it. One of the things I want to talk about is 4th of July is coming up, and we have a lot of fun things to do when you visit Miami and Miami Beach. So the first thing I want to talk about is Bayfront Park in downtown Miami. Seen right there is a place where you can watch the downtown Miami fireworks show. Now that park right there gets a little bit congested. There's a lot of people that are there. So if you're thinking about going there, you definitely want to show up early and get a good spot. But that's not the only thing to consider when you're visiting Miami Beach or Miami at that Bayfront Park. You can always take a water taxi from Bayside Marketplace, and they'll actually go around and set up and get in front of Bayfront Park on the water with only about 35 people on board. It's something that you'll want to do and consider. There it is right there. That's the 4th of July fireworks cruise that I highly recommend. It's only $75, and there's beer and soda and drinks for purchase. Now that's definitely something that I considered doing. So as a reminder, if you want to see the downtown fireworks, consider taking a water taxi, get away from that crowd at Bayfront Park, and go see the fireworks from Miami. Now, real quick before we move on, there's a lot of places to see fireworks. Miami Beach has a fireworks show, but I always like and have always been connected to the downtown Miami fireworks show. There's something about seeing the skyline, the beautiful Miami skyline with the fireworks. It's just unbelievable for me. That's where I think it's just gorgeous. If you want to take pictures and see the fireworks with the backdrop being the downtown Miami skyline, you just can't beat that. Now, speaking of water taxi, there's other things to use the water taxi for. So, if you were going to ask a concierge, they might not talk about the water taxi. And the reason why a concierge might not talk about the water taxi is because they're not in a relationship with Water Taxi Miami. I hate to say it, but a lot of concierges, they always have a personal relationship with different tours and activities, and every concierge has a different tour that they like to promote. But for me, I think the water taxi is something that you'll want to kind of take advantage of. And the reason why is, not only do you get to see everything that a normal boat tour will see, but you get to get off at the key spots in Miami. For example, Bayside Marketplace is a key spot that you definitely go visit when you are thinking about tours and activities in Miami. Bayside is like a hub. There's a hub for buses, tour buses, and places. So it's usually a drop-off point for you to go do something else. Take the Metro Rail, Metro train. But the thing about it is, with the water taxi, they take you past all the celebrity homes on their way to Miami Beach or on the way towards Bayside Marketplace. And if you're looking to kind of just increase your library of photos or stick it on Instagram, a slew of photos seen from a boat is not going to hurt. So I highly recommend putting the water taxi on your itinerary when visiting Miami and Miami Beach. For $35, I think it's definitely in your price range to kind of do some things like that. You'll get awesome views of the downtown Miami skyline. You'll see celebrity homes, and you're close to the water, so you really get that feel that you're that salt life per se. You're breathing the salt, you're feeling it, you're close to the water, and I just can't talk enough about it. Now, if you're looking to purchase tickets, you can always go to watertaximiami.com. You can always purchase tickets from Traferral.com. Those are some key spots that always, if you're looking to buy water taxi tickets, that you might want to take. Now, also, you're visiting Miami in the summertime. So I highly recommend considering doing wake surfing. Now, wake surfing is where you're surfing a wave that the boat creates. And if you haven't been, it seems like it's hard, but it's a little bit easier, only because the crew and the staff are, super friendly, super nice, super patient, and they're really there just to try to get you up and give you the confidence that you can do it. They're super patient. Now, one of the things I want to point out is when you look to buy tickets for the wake surf, you're buying the boat. You're not necessarily buying a per rider. So you can bring up to like 6 people on the boat, and what that does is it gives you a chance to different people to try it and offset the cost a little bit. So if you're wake surfing, I would suggest going for 2 hours. That's something that you'll want to kind of consider, because that time goes fast, and if you're going with 2 people, you'll take a break, 10-15 minute break, the other person goes, and before you know it, your adrenaline kicks in, because all you want to do is ride it. Whether you're good at it or not, you're going to want to ride it. So giving yourself a chance to get up and ride, you don't want to shortchange yourself, and since you're already there, you might as well extend it to 2 hours. That's definitely something that you'll want to consider. Now, also, when you're doing the wake surfing in summer, remember, I'm in shorts here, or this guy's in shorts. So the water's warm. So if you fall in, you're not going to be cold. And where other places you might have to use a wetsuit or things like that, but you're not going to have to worry about that. Now, I want to also continue saying that if you've seen an ad here, that's because we're trying to make money for doing stuff. We're not paid. This is not a paid thing. So we're not getting paid by these companies to do this. This is just out of the things that I find interesting and want to relate to you guys, things to do with why you visit Miami Beach. Now, again, talking about the concierge, when you go up to a concierge desk, you're going to say, hey, what's fun things to do? And they'll probably name like 3, 4, 5 different things to do, and that's it. Now, the question I always have is, does the concierge that gives you the recommendation, have they done these things? Do they go out and actually experience these things like I do? And that's the difference. When I'm coming on here talking about, give these things a shot, it's because I'm doing them. It's because I enjoy them. It's because the companies that I work with are awesome, and that's why I want to kind of promote them. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is, you're in Miami, you're visiting Miami Beach. Are you going to rent a yacht? That is something that you got to consider. And if you're considering renting a yacht, rent it from blackiceyacht.com. I had a chance to reach out to them and get to know Captain Albert, who runs blackiceyacht.com. Super friendly guy, very knowledgeable of the area, and he'll definitely give you cool places to go, places to visit. He has a bunch of itineraries, and his experience is outstanding. This yacht right here was the Black Ice Yacht. That's not available anymore. He has a white ice yacht. Some of them don't always have as big rooms as this one have, but the idea is this is the type of boats and the standard you're going to get from blackiceyacht.com. There's Captain Albert right there. Super friendly guy. He runs a good show. And if you haven't rented a yacht in Miami, let me just explain why it's beneficial to do it. One, if you rent the yacht, you have a captain that knows the area, and he's not there to join the party. I don't care if you go out with some friends or something like that. The urge to drink, the urge to kind of celebrate is right there. Whereas if you rent a yacht, their job is to keep you all safe, be sober, not be part of the party, and make sure you get back safely. The other thing is you're renting the yacht, so it comes with a mate. And the mate's there that's there to help serve you. So they'll make the drinks, they'll make the things, and bring the drinks to you. For example, if you're laying out on the bow of the boat, wouldn't it be nice to have a cocktail right there? What if you ran out of your drink on the bow of the boat? That's where a mate comes in. So it's a little bit more expensive, but you get that type of service. And I think that's why it's worth renting a yacht, where if you're hanging out on the front of the boat, the bow, somebody will come serve you some drinks. and that's definitely worth it. Now, I can talk hours and hours about the yacht rental in Miami. It's definitely something that you'll want to do. Now, let's move on to, if you don't have a budget for a yacht, what else can you do that's fun? And that's where I want to talk about Fiesta Cruises. They offer a celebrity homes tour, and they'll take you around Biscayne Bay, pointing out all the celebrity homes that are on the water. And this is a fun activity to do. If you're in Miami, this is my kids. They were enjoying the sightseeing cruise. You get to see the port of Miami there. It's fun. They can hang out on the front of the boat. They get to see Fisher Island, but really they get to enjoy it, and that's what is special. It's a family-friendly boat, and I can't ask for more. If you want to hear a tour in both English and Spanish, you want to see all the sights, and on a nice sunny day, you have the top there to enjoy. They also serve beverages. You can see the bartender working right there serving drinks, and you can actually buy tickets at Traferral.com there. But that is another fun activity to do. Now, if you don't know me, I like to come on here and talk about all the different things to do in Miami and Miami Beach when you visit it. I don't get bored of this. This is kind of like what I like doing. So I'm going to keep on talking about fun things to do in Miami Beach. And we're gonna kind of build this out a little bit so you can kind of see more of the different things to do. And that's gonna kind of do it for us here. If you have any questions and you don't have a chance to put it in the chat, you can always write your comments in the comment section. I'll answer those things. I'll also make it available where you can kind of I'll follow up with those things. I'll put some interesting links in the description of this video. But overall, there's so much to do in Miami Beach, but it's really what to do and who to do it with. There's a bunch of sightseeing cruises, but who to do it with. There's only one water taxi, but does everybody talk about the water taxi? There's a lot of yacht rentals, but does anybody recommend one company? There's 4th of July coming up. I can see the fireworks everywhere. Where should you go? And that's what this video is about, is giving you some suggestions. All right, that was it. I just want to come on here, introduce a couple different products, and make myself available to answer any questions that you would have for a concierge that lives and works in Miami. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.